Okay, now to create your title block, what you need to do on your model space now, first on your model space, you pick a rectangle. Now I want to print, I want to set up for this job inside this rectangle. So what I'll do is just draw a rectangle. Depending on the size you want, just draw a rectangle like this. Then pick your line. Now depending on the type of title block you want to do, you can do the landscape type, which is like this, or you can decide to do the portrait type, which is by the side, on the right side like this. So it depends, but for this case, let me just do the portrait style. So I'm going to delete this one. So the next thing I'm going to do is, you can see I'm using just lines, so I'm just going to move, this, make it a little bit slimmer. So I'll move it to this particular, just drop it here. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to divide the spaces depending on what I want to write, depending on what you want to do. So I'll just divide spaces. Now I'm not measuring anything. You can decide to measure yours, but just divide the space into different boxes depending on the information you feel like adding to it. So you can see I'm just dividing the space, so I'll just keep dividing until probably, let's say, I'll divide like this, and then come down here, and then depending on your design, your own design might be different from mine. So I'm just making my own type of title block. So just say I'm just doing something like this. So the next thing I'm going to do is to fixing the what do you call it? Fixing the information with my text, like the information I want to put into this particular title block. So what I'm going to do is to now start doing that. So the next thing I'm going to do is go to text. Now under text, blah 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 blah. Let's say okay, okay. Yours might not bring out such, because I'm using AutoCAD 2024, and it might bring it out. Just press OK. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is to pick my, as I've done the text, and then come down here or up here, double click 2 times, just as you know how to type. Now you can see when you come down here, you can see the size of the text is 200, and probably maybe I feel the 200 is too much. I can just erase that and then type, let's say, let me use 10. Okay, 15. I'll use 15 and then press enter on my keyboard. Now you can see that's 15. You can see now when you come there, you can see it's now a little bit tiny, so I can just type in, let's say, for instance, I want to put the client's name here. I'm just using this as an example. Client. You can see how tiny it is. So until I zoom in, that's when I'm going to see the text. You can see it's so tiny. So at least this is too small. So I need to increase the text size. So I'm going to double click on it, then select it, then go back to this 15 and then increase it to, let's say, 50, and then I want to change the text text. I don't want that type of text, so I'm just going to change it to Times New Roman. You can see where I change it from. You can see it. So and then press enter. I think there's a little bit issue. Okay, I need to select it properly. Okay, change the Times New Roman. So I'm using this, and then change the size to 50. Now you can see now it's now a little bit bolder, but if I feel it's still too small, I can decide to double click on it again, select it, and probably I'm going to use 200, the initial size. I'm going to use 200 now, so that it can be more visible. 200, enter. You can see now. So if you feel the text is smaller, just double click on the text twice, as left click twice, and then select it. Make sure you select it. You can see the blue color, and then come down to this text height here, click, delete the one you have there, and probably maybe you want to increase it, just type 250 or any other number you want to type, and then press enter. You can see, so this is fixed, so I can now decide to place it. Probably maybe I want to place it here, or anywhere you want to place, you can place it anywhere. Let's say I'm just placing it here, and then you pick your text again, and then after doing that, double click on where you want to type, probably your client's name, and then change this to you can use any text format you want, as in you can use Times New Roman, you can use anyone depending on how you want it. So I'm just using this as an example. So I'm just going to change probably now the name of the client. I want it to be bold, so I'll use 400. Then just type Mr. Any name that comes to you, any name that the client bears. Say John, for instance. Sorry, should be J-O-H-N, or let me use all capitals. J-O-H-N, John Kalu, for instance. Let's say that's the name of your client. So you fix that. So I haven't done that. If I zoom out now, you see what I'm talking. You can see now. You can see it. So the next thing is probably maybe I want to talk about the project. So I'll just copy one of these. Since I already have something similar, I'll copy it down here. So depending on where I want to put. So this will now be, if I want to now take for example, if I want to now change the information here, just double click on it, just as the way I did the other time, then delete this, delete everything. Sorry, delete everything, and then probably this place is project. Talk about the project or anything that you want to put there, and then copy this John Carlo here. Just copy it. Let's go to your copy, and then click, and then drag it down here. Where you want to fix it, and then name the project. I don't know. When the name of the project, maybe a 4-bedroom duplex, or project 4-bedroom duplex. You can see. So the project is 4-bedroom duplex. So that's how you just keep going until you finish writing out all the information you want to write. You can see what you have here. So until you finish writing what you want to write, then so I haven't done that. Next thing is probably to fix in the drawing you want to print. Let's say I want to print this. I'll print out this drawing. I'll just select this, copy or move depending on the type of whatever you're using, and then place it inside this particular space, and then print. Control P, continue. Control P, then you pick the type of let me see, I have, okay, I don't have anyone here, so let me just, okay, I'm using A4 size. Okay, let's say I'm using ISO full bleed A4 size. Sorry, I need landscape, yeah, landscape. So what else, what down to fix, what down to fix. Okay, let me change this to monochrome. Then yeah, then change this, then go to window, and then select this window again, and then select this, select the entire drawing like that, and then preview to see what you have. Now you can see how the job is going to come out. So that's how to just set up this, and then after, if you are good with it, just right click and then click plot to save the job. That's all. And that's how to do your title block in on model space. Now the next one is when you want to do your title block on layout. So I'll go to layout 1. Now this is a drawing here. So now to do my layout here, similarly with the way we did for the model space, what I just need to do here is to now look at the entire drawing I have here. So what I'll just do, you can see this box, this particular box here. I'll click on it like this, and then click copy. Just copy it. You can copy multiple. Copy this out like this. I can copy, keep copying until probably maybe I have like 10 jobs I want to print out. I can copy 10. So depending on what you want. So I haven't done that. Then I'll now probably, let me zoom into this particular one here. So this is where I want to work on. So this is the job here. So next thing I'm going to do is to do my title block, design the text and whatever I want to do. So okay, let's say if I want to now go ahead and do that, let me zoom out. Now if I feel this box is kind of small, I can increase it. Just click on the edge of the rectangle and then click on any part of it, probably this side or this side, and then drag it out like this. Just maybe you want the rectangle to be bigger than that, you can increase the size to whatever size you want. I'm just showing you that. So I can decide to delete this one since I don't need this. Just select it and delete. So I'll then come back here. Now look at what I want to do. If I want to print out this job, or I want to do the what are you calling it, if I want to do the title block, so just select it, and then so that now I'll divide this stuff now just the way I did under the model space. Pick my line again, depending on the type of title block you're working on. Click, just draw something like this, then pick your line, pick line. Now there are different ways to do it. I can decide to do it inside the box, or I can decide to do it outside the box, like something like this, just kind of attachment like this outside it. I can do it outside it like this, but I think and then after I've done that, I will now group them together so it will become one. But I think let me do it outside so that it won't muffle into your job. So I'm doing it outside now, it's not inside this box now, so that I won't have issues or something. So I'll now pick my line, divide it just the way I divided it on the model space. Just divide this stuff into different boxes like this. Just do it. Now your own design might be different from mine, but I'm just showing you. This is just an example, depending on what your information you want to pass across. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to pick text. Now I haven't picked the text, so I'll double click here. Now you can see it's very big because this is layout. It's not like the way we have it in model space. So now what I need to do is just reduce the size. I think I can use 5 here. Let me see what 5 will give me. Press enter. You can see 5 is still too big. Okay, this is 50, sorry. See 5. And they go less than 5. Let's see. 5. You can see 5 is manageable. I think we can still go less than that. Let's see 3. Enter. You can see how tiny 3 is. So I can now type client, and then click outside. Now you can see what we have. So this is how to reduce it. So that's what this is how to reduce the size of your text so that it can work perfectly. So I'll just drop it here. Now watch, it's different from what we have under the model. Under the models we have to increase it to something bigger, but on layout space, because of we are using layout, we have to make it very, very small. So the next thing I'm going to do is just probably I want to change the text. Double click on it. That's your left. Use your left button to double click on with your mouse. I want to select this job first and select it, and then come down to this Romans here. Depending on the text style you want to use, I'm using Times New Roman for this example, and then click outside client. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to pick my text again. I want to do the same thing again. Double click here, and then go to, I want to change the text to change it. Then I'll go to this side. Now I don't want to use let's see, okay, let's see what we have with 200. Let me see what I'm going to get with 200. Sorry. Oh, sorry. So let me do it again. I'll pick text, click inside here. Now change this to Times New Roman. Scroll down and then type Mr. See, the 200 is working now. John Carlo. John Carlo. You can see it now. Now you can see we are still having it. It's very big. So what you do again is just double click this. So what I need to do is to reduce this particular text. So I'm just going to now click on it, and then I'll select the entire text. I can't see everything. Let me zoom out and see if I can zoom out. Okay, so I'll double click on the text, then select this, select the Mr. John Kalu, then come down to the text size here and then reduce it to something very, let's say I'm using 6. You can see now it's very, very tiny. And see where it is now. I've reduced the size, then go to the zoom window and then zoom in. Now 6 is still big, so I need to reduce it again. So double click, select it again, and then come back to this point, and then I'll use 3 now. 3 now, 3 is perfect. You can see it now. So I haven't done that. So the next time I want to write another text again, click on this space. Now if I'm seeing 200, definitely I have to reduce it to something like 3, so that it can perfectly sit into what I want. So I'll just type, let me just type Israel, that's my name, Israel. Click outside, you can see it now. So it's fit into the box, or where what I want to achieve is it fits into the box. So now you can see the text style is different from this, so I can decide to double click on it and change the text. So just come down here and change the text here to whatever type of text I want to work with. So let's say Times New Roman, change it, click outside, that's all. So, and if you don't want to go through this, if you don't want to stress yourself typing the same, reducing the size, all you just need to do is just sorry, I want to pan. So what you need to do is just select this. Since I want to use the same size, select it, copy it down here. So copy multiple, then you can start changing it depending on the information you have here. Let's say the information you want to have here is the title of the particular drawing you are talking about. So let me just delete this. So say this is plan, floor plan. Fine. Now maybe probably here you want to talk about any other thing you want to talk about. That's why you just have to keep changing it. Then you can copy this one that is client, copy, click, and then click on copy it, click it here, and drop it here. And then if you want to change the information here, let's say title of the job, of the sheet, title, and that's all. So that's how you keep on changing the information until you've achieved what you want to achieve on the particular stuff. So if I want to now print it out now, okay, let me just see if I can reduce. Okay, if I now want to print out this, I want to print out this job now. What I will do is to Control P, select this, and then just select, just change the information here. No, sorry, change the information here to DW to PDF. Change this ISO full bleed A4, yes, and then what else? Go down to select window, then to bring out this, to bring me back to this point, then select, drag, then center the plot, fit to paper, and then okay. Sorry, I want to preview first. Let me preview it and see what it looks like. Oh wow, there's something wrong. There's something wrong. Come in, let me check. There's something wrong. It's turning everything upside down. Let me see. Yeah, it's landscape. Why is it? Oh, okay. Let me see. Sorry. I'm supposed to pick 297 by 210, not 210 by 297. This is actually portrait. So I'm going to change this to like this, so I can select it again. So pick this, then go back, and then preview. Let's see. Good. So this is how it's going to come out, like that. So always make sure your job is in portrait, landscape, so that it's come up according to the way you plan it. So that's how. So once you are done, you are satisfied, you just click on plot and then you save it. So that's how you go about doing your title block and then printing it and then getting whatever you want to get or you want to achieve with it. I hope you get all what I've explained. Thanks for watching, and I wish you all the best.